tonight's review, let us revisit G.I. Joe Classified Series Duke number 04. The purpose of this exercise actually is based on something that I decided tonight because I was about to make a pre-order of a Super 7 G.I. Joe Duke and Snake Eyes at Big Bad Toy Store. And after I made that pre-order, I canceled it and decided to instead build on my existing action figures that I have at hand, especially this Duke which I already have. So the reason is, why am I getting another action figure when I already have this? And with the accessories that I have on hand, I could possibly just do a little bit of tweaking and do a better action figure. If there is going to be one accessory that is not going to be part of this build, is going to be this green rucksack or day pack. Actually, because it does not have any Alice carrying system, nor does it have any straps that could possibly be attached to the back of the figure. It is only secured to the back of the figure by a peg. And with the bandolier over here, it is giving us the impression that the strap of the bandolier is attached to this heavy rucksack, which is actually not possible because it's going to hurt your neck and your back if you're going to carry this type of backpack for an extended period of time. We're going to touch on the figure. Let us first revisit the other accessories that are included, which is the rifle. So actually, I already did something to the rifle. So out of the package material, it is actually bent. So I applied some heat to it, dunked it in hot water, and then remolded it as straight as I could and placed it on cold water to make the plastic harden again and make that proper alignment to the rifle. The next thing I did was to subdue the very bright and shiny color of the finish on the top part of the rifle. So I subdued that just simply by a simple solution. 70% isopropyl alcohol and a cotton swab. So actually nothing fancy. And by that also, I did rub parts of the blue things that were on the rifle too, giving it something like a feel of a Nerf gun. So right now it looks like your standard AR-15 configuration of rifle, wherein you have a really modified front system with a heat shield on top of the barrel, with a muzzle guard or a modified flash hider of some sort. So with the colors, the blue colors gun, it looks like already an authentic rifle. So you have your EOTech red dot sight, a magnifier, and a vertical for and grip, which is what we call old school broomstick. So for the pistol, I also did the same thing, just rubbed the shine off with 70% isopropyl alcohol, giving it a less shinier look. So it looks more non-metallic this time. So close to military colors of just being matte, flat, dark earth. Okay, so let's discuss the things that I'm going to do with the action figure. So we're going to paint a little bit of black on the watch, but I'm going to retain a little bit of orange on the border so it is still visible as a watch instead of just having plain black and it just molds in with the color of the gloves. As for the knuckle guards, the red knuckle guards, the red paint on the knuckle guards and red paint on the thumb guard, I'm not going to touch that because shooting gloves are that way. So we have accent on the shooting gloves, plus it provides color to the hand area instead of just having a really dry and drab look to it. So next thing I'm going to do is to subdue the shine on the knee guards and the shin guards and the knee guards. So right now it's really glossy, really shiny, so just 70% isopropyl alcohol and then wash it off with soap and water, or if my wife still hasn't hidden her nail polish remover from me, so if it is still within reach, I'm going to use that. So anyway, yeah, so next thing I'm going to do is with regards to the thigh holster. I am not a fan of a thigh holster. Actually, I marred my pistol many times on the handle, and I dropped it several times because of a drop leg holster design. So not really a nice way to secure your pistol. So I'd rather have the pistol high up over here, or something that dangles just below semi-thigh portion over here, but not a really low thigh holster design, because in real life, actually having a 5 or 6 pound pistol fully loaded over here, and then you're doing maneuvers or shooting targets, and you are in quest of the shortest time possible to complete a obstacle course, then it is really weighty to have a pistol on the side over here. So I'd rather have the pistol holster up high here on the belt area. Anyway, as you could take a look, the belt area over here is empty anyways. So why not just put the holster up over here, which is, for actual experience, is more convenient way to carry the weight of your sidearm or your secondary firearm. So I'm going to put that over here. Anyway, there's space, and I'm going to look for pistol magazines which I could place over here, so we could have ammunition, spare ammunition for the pistol. And for the bandolier, actually, if you take a look at it, it is really carrying nothing, almost nothing at all. You just have 1, 2, and a pocket over here. So what the? So possibly we could do something for this bandolier. Instead of having a chest rig or a vest, let's just utilize this bandolier. Anyway, Duke is known for having this green bandolier, so I'm just going to build on that too. So because that bandolier actually is underutilized, my idea for a bandolier for Duke would be this way. So it's going to be a bandolier that houses possible AR-15 magazines, which his rifle actually is an AR-15 type of rifle. So we need a 2 magazines over here. Possibly we could think of attaching the pistol too, but let's just exercise that later according to what is the available accessories I have on hand. But since this I plan on really using this belt and this holster system. I'm going to put it up over here, and doing two magazines over here for the ammunition for the sidearm. With regards to the pistol belt that Duke has on, actually he has an AR-15, so that is a 30 round magazine. And if you take a look at the pouches can't hold a 30 round mag, so the size discrepancy. So I'm thinking of another setup for this belt system, or else I'll just be changing the rifle for another rifle. So I'm thinking that this could possibly be a 40mm grenade holding pouch. So let me show you that. The belt that Duke has on actually looks more like a 40mm grenade holding belt. So that's going to be something like this. As you could see, the pouches are nice and small, and they could hold 40mm or the M203 rounds. So instead of having this AR-15 style rifle with Duke, I'm going to give him this one instead. So I have this lying around in my parts bin. This is from a Punisher figure that I have. Plus the color is really nice. It matches the shirt that Duke has on. So actually, nice color on the rifle. Plus we have an M203 grenade launcher, 40mm grenade launcher. So I'm going to pair this rifle with Duke, and for ammunition carrying capacity for this rifle, I'm going to attach two AR-15 Kydex drop mags on the side over here, and we're just going to retain this pouch and that pouch instead of cutting them off and putting additional accessories to the bandolier. So it's just going, the thing that I'm going to do is more of a minimalist approach. But actually, if you're going for gun guys out there, they would really appreciate the build that I'm going to. Okay, so we finally have the final touch on Duke. So this is my custom classified series Duke action figure. So I applied all my knowledge and experience in the shooting sports with this action figure. Instead of purchasing another G.I. Joe action figure from Super 7, I canceled that order and instead just concentrated on this one. Plus, I really enjoyed the experience of tweaking my action figures and making them more realistic and more military, more real life looking, or the gear setup is more for the shooting sports. Okay, so first order of battle, I did the shin guards and knee guards, so just with 70% isopropyl alcohol and a few cotton buds, I was able to rub off the shine and shin on those items, so they are now really matte looking, so not shiny. So I really like the look right now. Plus, because of the acid melting a little bit of the plastic, it gives that worn out effect or look to it. So instead of having the alcohol on the plastic area, and then still burning on the plastic, I just wash it off with soap and water and tap dry. Okay, so next thing I did, let's move upwards. So for the holster, instead of having a thigh holster over here, which I really don't like based on experience, so I placed it as high as I could and as low as I could. So actually the placement is just like the placement I have on my competition belt. So it's nicely parallel to the body. So but it is at the same time not really cinched close to the body that it's quite hard to reholster. It is quite about 2 or 3 inches away from the waistline. So that's how I set up my system to make that pulling the pistol out of the holster and reholstering it nice and easy and slick, and you don't have the possibility of hurting yourself pointing the barrel towards your thighs. So the draw stroke is nice and straight, and reholstering is straight down instead of pointing perpendicular with an angular about 30 degrees towards your thigh. Okay, so the sidearm that is attached right now, I found a Glock looking pistol in my parts bin. So looks like a Glock 19. So the top over here, that looks like a Glock. The handguard looks like a Glock, but I don't know what happened to this area over here, the trigger guard. So I somehow might have bent this, or it became warped inside the parts bin. Anyway, it's a Glock-like looking pistol, and it fits nicely to the holster. Plus, it looks more like a realistic sidearm. So I changed the sidearm. Instead of using this, I'm going to use that. So back to the holster you go, and since there is no placement for the magazine pouches for the sidearm on the left side, because we already have nice pouches over here for the 40mm grenade for the M203 launcher for the main weapon, which is an M4 with M203 underside attachment with red dot not magnified sights. Okay, so anyway, we have open space over here, that's why I glued it over here. And anyway, the reloading stroke is still easy on this side because it's at the front of the body, so it's still easy to take out the mags and reload your sidearm. Okay, so for next item, for the bandolier of Duke, now this time it is a proper AR-15 bandolier. So we have 2 magazines attached to the bandolier. So I cut off this portion over there underside, so I could attach those 2 things, those magazines. And right now he has 2 additional pouches, 1 and 2 to hold tourniquets. And for the signal strobe, instead of emitting a baby blue light, it's now black. I just painted it black, so the color is more military looking. Anyway, it is nice. Instead of cutting it off and placing another item over there, I'd rather have a infrared strobe marker for friendly personnel attached to the AR-15 bandolier of Duke. So for this side over here anyway, that is already a hold side. It is meant to attach the binoculars that Duke carries, which is also a great item to have and attach to the figure. Anyway, I also don't have anything to plug that hole up, so we just painted the viewing side and the magnified side of the binoculars black. So back to the belt you go. Okay, so with regards to the watch, just the strap portion and the face of the watch is black, but the sides is still orange, so you know that you have a watch at the end of the gloved hand. So makes sense, instead of having a black drab piece over here, you know, when you take a look at it, you know that it is a watch. So for the belt, this belt is quite loose, so it would really turn around crazy on the Duke action figure on the stock version, just like this. So we have entered the old Duke, so we have that. As you could see, the belt moves easily, but right now it is nice and steady because I applied a little bit of super glue on the back of the belt over here to secure the belt to the waistlines. So it is something of a must also for a competitive shooter to have that belt as secure to the waistline as possible. So the muscle memory of your draw stroke for your pistol and the muscle memory for your reload stroke on your sidearm or any of the attachment points for magazines on your belt is not hindered, because if that belt moves around, then it's just annoying to when you try to reach for things on your belt, that when you try to reach at an angle, the thing that you want to grab onto is not there. So that's why shooters really have Velcro systems underneath their pistol belts. So just like that, I applied a little bit of super glue over here so it wouldn't move, but it would move just this way, just upwards and downwards, because of course we have some leg movement for the action figure. So that ends my custom build for this Duke action figure. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and see you on the next review.